the mind. Now, some psychiatrists and some psychologists, they tell us, they say, well, look now, about 80 to 90%, maybe even 100% of everything that happens to you results from your thinking. You know, your physical body is a manifestation of your mental body. So a healthy body is a result of a healthy mind. A sick body is a result of a sick mind. See, I had a sick mind, but I didn't know I was sick. Some of you all don't know that you're sick. Because, see, they don't tell us that what's wrong with us is what's wrong with our minds. So when you look at this, the word I'm going to talk to you about today in this segment, the glory of good health, when you hear the word, the big C, you know, cancer. Let me just be straight up with you. I am a cancer survivor. As you watch this class that I'm in with you, I'm now celebrating 2 years and 6 months. I've made it through. I've come back, and I've beaten the big C. When you say the big C, it disturbs people. You see, that word cancer is nasty. That's why people don't like to talk about it, because it's depressing. It's not a pleasant subject. Who wants to talk about something that's depressing? So we avoid talking about it. But see, when you have overcome something, there's room to celebrate. There's time to celebrate. There's time to share the good news. And I am a survivor. But there are 10 million people in America who survived cancer. I'm not the only one. I'm in a fraternity of 10 million people. Just because you have cancer does not mean that you have to die. See, cancer is as much a disease of the mind as it is of the body. So when you hear the word cancer, most people shut down. They stop, they quit, they give up. Cancer, an automatic death sentence. Well, it ain't got to be no automatic death sentence, because look, the doctor will give the diagnosis, but the creator of the universe gives the prognosis. So you ain't done until you say that you're done. So now I got to ask myself, I never thought about having cancer, and I didn't pay no attention to cancer until it came to my house. You see, you don't think about getting sick until you get sick. You don't think about getting a cold until you get a cold. I didn't worry about people with arthritis because I never had it. And cancer didn't mean nothing to me until it came to my house. And that's when I had an inspiration, dissatisfaction. And you know, look at this. We sick. We are some sick people. But nobody wants to talk about how sick we are. And then when you know your condition, you can do something about it. The two of the greatest killers in our community are heart disease and cancer. They rob us of our opportunity. Heart disease and cancer. Now here we are in the year, what is this, 2008. Why are so many people dying of cancer? You would think that disease ought to be going down, not going up. But now we got more heart disease, more cholesterol, more obesity, more arthritis, more sugar, more everything, more cancer, more everything. And black men, let me get to the subject matter, what I want to talk to you about today. Black men have the highest rate of colon and prostate cancer in the world. Not in the United States, but in the world. The overwhelming majority of black people in this country today are on some form of prescription medication. We drugged up. Why are so many of us on so many drugs? Don't you know when you take those drugs, they solve one thing and they create something else. They call those side. The glory of good health is what we're going to be talking about here. Is that when you think about this and all of our conferences and all our meetings and all our coming together, we very seldom ever talk about health. You know, in the black community, health is not something that get on the front page. You know, we go to meetings and we have meetings on top of meetings on top of meetings, but that's the one thing that we just don't talk about. And because I have been through what I'm going to talk to you about today, I'm going to be able to share with you because it was in my house. And I'm going to do something that's been on my mind for a long time. And I want to put it on your mind. I want every last one of you to begin to think about the glory of good health. Think about having good health. I don't care how big your business is. I don't care how much money you got. Nobody is immune from bad health. Nobody. Even millionaires get sick. have cancer, diabetes, stroke, heart attacks, gout, lupus, all of that. And I want to talk to you today about a personal matter. And this is very personal to me, because as I go through this, you're going to feel and understand what I'm talking about, because I have been walking my walk. I've been walking my talk. Physical health flows directly from having a health consciousness. Now, in our community, we don't really have a health consciousness because nobody really talks about it that much. But let me cut to the chase now. You see, the origin of all disease, I don't care where it comes from, the origin of all disease is in the mind. Disease first originate in the mind. And we got to begin to think about that. Well, you got a gout, or you got lupus, or you got high blood pressure, or you got cholesterol problems, you got arthritis. Now, you might not want to